Okay. I called that number again 2 times. Yeah. The interview thing was done a few minutes ago. Then I had to go to the restroom. So be warned. Before you start this whole process, make a pit stop. Because you're going to be waiting for a very long time. So I made the initial call. I got some information, and then they put me on the holding thing, which I was on for just over an hour until someone answered it. And then that person transferred me to the person that did my interview. That interview, which started at around 10:25 a.m., ended at 11:28 a.m. So that took an hour. But he went through, he was very nice person. Explained to me that the system takes a long time to upload, for the pages to download, and sometimes it kicks me off, and I'm still here, even though I'm not speaking. Don't think I'm not here. I am here. As a matter of fact, it's better for you if I don't speak a lot. That means I don't have any additional questions. I'm just looking through your case and hitting the next button, and hopefully it doesn't take too long for the information to download, and it gets through quickly. But the more silence from me, the better for you, because that means there are no red flags, and I'm just looking at it. Anytime I speak, it's because I have additional questions. So let me just go through it, and please be patient, and let me get your phone number first, because then we can also be disconnected, and I don't want you to have to call again. If we get disconnected, don't worry about it. I'll be the one that calls. So you don't have to try to call and have to wait again. Just wait, and I will call you right back. I promise. Kind of thing. So he was really very, very nice person. Went through the whole spiel and explaining how the system, more or less, the quirkiness of the system, and just try to be patient, and we'll get through this together, kind of thing. Very, very nice person. So yeah, it took about an hour, and he was surprised that I had just applied, because a lot of people, it's like weeks until they hear from them. Apparently, all that information that you get that says you'll be contacted within 1 business, that's not right. That's incorrect. You're actually the one that has to call in, but there's nothing there that says it. So I was here all day yesterday waiting for them to call, and which was a big mistake, because they don't do it like that. You're actually supposed to do it, but they haven't updated anything. So he was all kinds of surprised that it was so quick, and I said, yeah, I was waiting all day yesterday, because it says, they contact you within 1 business day, and I was waiting and I didn't get it, so the next day I called. Well, that's very, very responsible, right? And then you're staying on top of your stuff. Excellent. Because a lot of times it's weeks before we hear from anyone. So, and the phone number, I called back twice to write down the phone number. And I tried to get what hours they were, but I wasn't going to call back the 3rd time for the hours. You really want to know what the hours are beyond the 9 to 5 thing? Call the HRA Infoline thing that they give you. Anyway, the number, it's not the same number, is it? No, it's not. Neither. Come on. Infoline is, the info line, HRA Infoline is 718-557-1399. That's the HRA info line. The number you're supposed to call for the interview is 718-762-7669. Except nowhere else does it tell you that. So, yeah, I only got that information by calling these people, because I went back online to their website, and let me stay logged in. And what did I end up hitting? I ended up hitting the e-notices. On top of the screen, they've got home, benefits, appointments, documents, payments, e-notices, partners, fares, NYC. So I hit e-notices to see if anybody sent me any information or whatever. And that's where in the lower right-hand corner, it says questions, call HRA Infoline at, and this thing is still spinning. Why is it still spinning? Well, I guess they really did log me out. Because if you've been on there too long, it automatically logs you out. And even though it says it hasn't logged you out, it's logged me out. Anyway, that's where I got the need help understanding these forms. That's another number. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close that browser. So, make sure I'm still recording. Yeah. So you are actually supposed to call. But it doesn't say that anywhere except on their info line, which you really wouldn't even think to call unless they didn't call you and you wanted to stay on top of your stuff, your information. So, he asked me if I need a case number. I was online though, so I was starting to look for it. He said, that's okay, just give me your social security number. So I gave him the social security number. He was able to pull it up that way. Then he gave me the case number. And after explaining how all the quirkiness and everything, and expressing his surprise that it was so recent that I submitted my application and I'm calling and all that kind of stuff. But yeah. You're the one that has to call. That's the number you call for and I'll put that in the description thing. I ended up uploading my DD-214 because he got to the part, then he asked me, have you served in the military? And yeah, whatever. Do you have any documentation or did you upload it? And no, I didn't. And so I can do that right now. So I went ahead and uploaded that, and then I told him, you should have it now. He said, oh, it takes a couple of days before we can access it because they've got to look at it and review it and all that kind of stuff. So, but it's uploaded, so that's all you got to worry about. You're doing great. Yeah, when we got to the cash on hand and the savings account and all that kind of thing. Now I was able to get to the nitty-gritty. He didn't require any specific. He was very happy with the ballpark range, but since I'm here in front of my screen, I was able to give him everything up to the penny. So I did. I got primary, secondary, and free checking account things, so I gave him the whole thing and all that. And whatever. Yeah, he asked if I was offered a job, would I be prepared to take it? And I said yes. And well, what do you think you want to do? I said substitute teaching or teacher's aide. But I don't know if that's actually possible here in New York. And I explained that I thought about the high school principal having to nominate you online or some such things. And well, I'm not really sure how all that works. I just, these are standard questions. So anyway, I gave him that information, and yeah, I mentioned the fact about the storage thing and how, but that's in Georgia, and I see you only allowed from 5 other states. We didn't get lost in the weeds. He was just trying to verify stuff and continue, because as it is, it takes an hour for that stuff to get through. So. And that's with no complications. So if someone has additional questions, they can be there all day, I would imagine. Very nice person. Very, very nice person. It's really surprising me how nice people I was not expecting that. At this point, I do not expect that at all. So people are just knocking my socks off, either being highly professional or even friendly. So that's like, jeez, where are you coming from? So it's like, oh. So it's great. Yeah, so he thoroughly explained everything, asked me if I had any additional questions, and if I don't, feel free to hang up. So I guess we are the ones that have to hang up. They're not allowed to hang up. So they've got a whole procedure they've got to get through. So that's, yeah. And he said, I see no complications with this thing. And in a couple of days, you're getting a notification through your email by your whoever they assign you to be your caseworker, stating if your eligibility, whatever. But I see no problem with this. And since you're in a facility, it's almost like it's a done deal kind of thing. He didn't say that, but he's like, that's more likely that you will qualify for all of your stuff. So again, I don't think I qualify for the cash thing, but the food thing and the dental thing, or the Medicaid thing. So yeah, I figure I should be able to. Maybe not, but hey, yeah, I thought so. I still don't think I qualify for cash. I don't even know how that works, because I've never qualified. But I mean, I've never done this in New York. New York to me has always been a very dangerous place. So I don't know, it just has that reputation. So I've stayed away from this place like the plague, But after seeing all those around the country, you know what? That was all BS. Or they cleaned it up so thoroughly because of all the bad rep they've been getting. Whichever is the case. It's just reestablishing because, yeah. Very straightforward and no complications. Except for that thing that it says it's going to contact you within 1 business day, and that's not the way it actually is. You're the one that has to call them. Anyway, as I went to their access center and sat there looking at the screen, I got additional information, one about their website, 2 about their mobile app thing on my Yahweh thing. Which, yeah, you do need. And even about the fares thing. And now waiting for this, the IDNYC, the identification card thing, which they do give you the information there, but at that point I was still thinking just a driver's license, except I looked up the driver's license yesterday while I was waiting for all this, thinking about other things I might need to get done. It ain't $24, I can tell you that much. We're back to the expensive driver's license. So back to the same stance. If the job requires it, I'll get it. If the one I have expires or is about to expire, I'll get it. Otherwise, I ain't paying that. I got a driver's license. It's going to last me for, 4 years? And until that 4th year is about to run out, I ain't paying for that unless the job requires it. I mean, that's how I ended up getting the thing for Texas, because I was driving around with a Massachusetts driver's license, which I only got because my DC driver's license was about to expire, because that's expensive too. I mean, it's like over $100 they wanted. Forget it. I'll just take whatever other state ID you have, because I'm not paying that. Because now when you pay that money, you know, you're paying for like 8 years or whatever. As much as I move around, you think I'm gonna get thrown down for that? No. It has to be on the verge of expiring, or my job requires it, because I'm not paying for that. It's ridiculous. I guess I shouldn't be admitting to that. But oh yeah, my battery's completely just about gone. And I accidentally hit the flashlight thing, and I don't know what else, so it was really draining. So, what's the angle on this thing? Okay. Let me plug this thing back in, because, yeah, oh, it's 12 o'clock. Wow, what was I about going to go into? Because I was on the verge of rebranding this whole series thing. The first video that I'll be uploading, which I still need to edit out because it has, I said my social security number, and that's way too much information. So now I gotta go and edit that thing out before uploading it. Okay. And this thing's on mute, which is what I hit when I was doing my social security number. I hope it doesn't make everything else, so I'll see if it affected it. I don't think it affects anything. But, yeah. Yeah, I was on the verge of rebranding everything because everything's such a whirlwind. And yeah, this thing is not going to work without the table and chair. I'm going to end up going to the library. And if I'm still here in 6 months, I'll get a table and chair. Yeah, I still don't think the dining area... Well, the dining area is closed in between meals anyway, so... Yeah, it's not working without a table and chair. I need my table and chair. I was trying to get a little... and start thinking about maybe even a whiteboard kind of thing. Whatever you buy, you have to throw away. Whatever you buy, you have to throw away. What are you doing? Let me just go to the library. And if I'm still here, it won't take 6 months. But if I'm still here in a few weeks, if New York is still here, but anyway, yeah. So, I don't know if I'm rebranding this thing. We'll see. I hope to get this to... I was thinking Monday through Friday I'll handle this stuff, and then during the weekends I'll do the ebook thing. And maybe that way I'll be able to really focus in on it, since my mind has to be all over the place otherwise, and I've got to be one person for these people, and then I've got to focus in on my other... it's all over the place. And I may still end up rebranding this series. So just relocating to New York kind of thing. Because it's really getting hard to focus in. Because I'm all over the place right now. And I need my table and chair. I need my table and chair, okay? It's ridiculous, but maybe if I really had no other distractions it would be possible, but as it is, man, I am so all over the place, it ain't even funny. You saw my YouTube channel thing? All the thumbnails have been redone. No, for Rumble, you've got to delete the thing if you want to change your thumbnail thing. And then it puts it in that order. Though that almost doesn't matter because they reorder it according to how many views it's gotten. So I don't even think chronological order matters in the Rumble thing. But it does in the YouTube thing. But YouTube, you don't even, like I said, it allows you to change your thumbnails without actually having to delete the entire video kind of thing. So it's like, my Rumble's going to stay the way it is until I really have that kind of time. And the series has a beginning and end kind of thing. Or it's just staying that way. Because as it is now, I'm all over the place. And I'm trying to regain some level of focus. And I don't know if I'm just going to have to do that Monday through Friday, or the weekend, Monday through Friday and the weekend thing. Or maybe the library thing will take care of it. Or a combination of the two. Because I don't know. I still don't really know what I'm dealing with. And how everything works out. Hey, you know, because it doesn't make sense. You know, it's staying like this. That's not gonna happen. Something's gonna give. So. But anyway, yeah, my crystal ball's on the fritz, you know. So, yeah, I'm all over the place. So, rebranding, or if I'm finally able to refocus. Because either I split this thing from weekend to weekday and library combination, or something gives, or something, because right now it's not working out. So I've got to. Oh. All right. It is 12:07 p.m. Somewhere early afternoon, somewhere in Brooklyn, New York. Friday, December 30th, 2022. As always, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will talk to you later. Take care.